All right, markets are about to close. Looking at the latest in the stock index portfolio, and you see NightTrader we talked about earlier today in another video hit its profit target. It lost yesterday, bounced back today. Another overnight strategy, 60-minute breakout. It got in on this trade at 3106.75. Has a 20-point profit target, so wait and hit that profit target. We'll see what happens. Oftentimes, what happens at 350 is, I'm going to pause the video and show you. So what I was saying is oftentimes at 350 you will see a fast move. 350 is 10 seconds away, so you get the order imbalances at 350. We'll see what happens here. You'll get a flurry of activity oftentimes, and so let's watch this and see what happens. And so you see that fast move that happens sometimes pretty quick in the order book, not as quickly here. It looks quicker on the Nasdaq than on the Emini S&P. So it could be a flurry of activity right there at 350. Cobra 3 is long today and just kind of around break even. Back to this, overnight the market moves and intraday it doesn't. Really extremely narrow range intraday. It's frustrating to watch and sit through this as a day trader, knowing that all the activity happened while you're asleep. If you have the algos that caught the moves like NightTrader or 60-minute breakout, that's great. But if you're just trading intraday strategies, days like today, it's not that exciting. So Cobra 3 sitting on a long trade here. We'll exit here pretty soon, since we're near the end of the day. 60-minute breakout is still long. It will hold that position. What else? Stock index swing. NQ is long right here. So you see that as well. And tick count trend NQ is long. Just a really narrow intraday range. What, 31 points? That's pretty unbelievable, really. That there's such a narrow range in the NQ. S&P 8.25 point, or actually not. What is it? It moved up here quickly, so that we have a 18.25 point range. So narrow range. But since this time frame, you're looking at 31.11 low, 31.11 to a high of 31.19. 8-point range. 8-point range after the first 20 minutes. You see that here. So it's extremely unusual to see an 8-point range for that long in the Emini S&P this time of year after a big sell-off. And typically you'd say that's bullish, but today it seems a little bearish to me, to be honest with you, because after these big sell-offs, I would have anticipated a strong rally back, and what I see happening is just some intraday propping up, and we'll anticipate some selling overnight. The market, I can anticipate a move higher and then maybe potentially a move lower, because we have some bearish news on the China trade war, and the market is just kind of ignoring it today. It's a typical bounce back day, but it's not bouncing back much, and so that's why it feels a little bearish, even though the ranges are narrow. So those are the trades on the day. Not many trades. But it's overall profitable because of NightTrader, 60-minute breakout. It had good entries overnight before we hit the intraday narrow ranges.